Hello and welcome to another episode of the Opal Special Awards program. It is different to the annual Opal Award that is comprised of open submission projects we receive from firms from all over the world. Instead, the prize winners of the Opal Special Awards are exclusively nominated by our jury panel. We ask our esteemed jury members to form a shortlist of developers, architects and interior designers who deserve special recognition and exposure for the outstanding and game-changing work they accomplish in their field. In this presentation, we'll announce the prize winner in social impact. At Opal, we want to play our small part in pushing the boundaries and support design firms that are utilizing design and architecture as a vehicle, resulting in making a positive impact on people's lives, improving local communities, and raising living standards. The prize winner will be the receiver of the coveted Opal Trophy. And without further ado, I will introduce you to our jury member, Yasmin Mahmoudieh, who will announce the winner of the Social Impact Prize and conduct a short interview. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Yasmin Mahmoudieh. I'm an architect and an Opal jury member. I've been given the honor to award the 2020 Opal Special Award in Social Impact. Social impact is an often overseen element in design and architecture, but it is incredibly important that we recognize the people and firms who exist to make a real difference in improving people's lives through architecture. The Social Impact Award is this year awarded to Mass Design Group for their exceptional contributions, helping thousands of people from around the world to a better life.
Hi all. My name is Christian Renimana from Mass Design Group, and I'm very honored to receive the 2020 Opal Special Awards for Social Impact on behalf of our team. We're very grateful that our work has been recognized.
So I have a few questions for you, Christian. How did your office develop this niche market on social impact architecture? Because that's what you're known for and where you have done amazing projects across the world.
Well, our office is labeled or branded as social architecture firm. We do actually dispute the label because it suggests the possibility that architecture can exist outside of a social, political, economic, or context. That architecture either has an autonomy from or a social purpose, and that is a false dichotomy as far as we are concerned. We believe that architecture, like healthcare or law, is always of the public province, and when commodified, is always threatened by the false dichotomy that undermines its value. We believe that architecture is the most potent, profound, and beautiful trade. That its richness, real-world application, and ability to force us to imagine each of us as part of something greater than ourselves allow us to dream like something bigger and better. And it's the distribution of dignity. That's what we refer to it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. In terms of one project that I've looked at when I also nominated you for the awards, I mean, it was really hard to think about which was my favorite project because there are so many amazing projects that your office has completed. But what kind of, as an architect myself, popped into my eye was the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, which is an amazing architectural accomplishment. And can you give a bit of background about that specific project, which is, I would imagine, a very good example of your social impact architecture?
Yeah, absolutely. Our work in memorization is in part inspired by our past work here in Rwanda and the concept of ubudehe, a practice of collection action of mutual support to problem solve from within the community. So the EcoJustice initiative documented more than 4,000 racial terror and lynching in 12 southern states between Reconstruction and World War II, in one of the most comprehensive investigations today. So this work recognizes the need for a memorial that embraces this truth-telling and inspired reflection of change. we first sought to ground the project in community engagement and active participation, and to think what would become the national memorial to the actual place where lynching took place. With the EJI and with communities across Alabama, we collected soil from the sites where racial tail lynching took place. It was important for the EcoJustice initiative and ourselves to contextualize the history of lynching in the United States, and in doing so, incorporate multiple voices to tell the complex story. Memorials should engage as to not just, reflect, but to act. And the amount of action we have already seen is encouraging, sobering, and, hopefully.
If I would ask you to pick another project that you think really represents, I mean, not that the others not, I think all of them do, but would there be any other project you can think about where you feel, especially in social impact, that has made a huge difference to, to lives, to a lot of people, to communities, to the world? Which one would you pick?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. I can't go through all of them, but I can mention three on top of my head. The Rwanda Institute for Conservation Agriculture. It's being built in Bugesera district in the southern district of Rwanda. It's a novel campus that combines research, education, and extension services to train the next generation of leaders in agriculture, while supporting national priorities in agriculture development, but also embracing, I think, to the best extent possible, the concept of One Health that seeks to leverage a healthy balance between humans, animals, and ecological health. The other one that is worth noting is the African Leadership University. It's built in the city center here in Kigali, and it's built for this organization, which is has a pioneering approach to higher education and designed to develop successful entrepreneurs and leaders and engaged citizens through a unique curriculum. This is type of responding to a challenge of education that is made worse on the African continent because of the needs and the lack of resources. And obviously, the National Memorial for Peace and Justice that we just mentioned, it's an interesting project.
That's very interesting. So when you're thinking about what is your founders and your office philosophy, what is the impact you want to have on the world? I mean, you have you just mentioned just a few amazing projects and this consequence to just occupy that space, which is very specific. What is your ideal, what you want to achieve with this, to have a large impact on using architecture in a way that we can see it's more than just, housing, it's more just an protection and to run our businesses, to live, but to have much more impact on the world. I mean, I've seen the TED talk of Michael Murphy about how a building is, healing a soul, and that architecture can heal, which I found I can totally sympathize with this. I do believe it has a lot of psychological effect on our well-being, but also what you're doing are really action about how to demonstrate, how to have it on much bigger impact than individuals can do in a single project. So yeah, I would like to get your view on that.
I mean, our mission, simply put, is to research and build and advocate for architecture that promotes justice and human dignity. That's how we simply put it in a simple sentence. But beyond that kind of simple form of talking about what you're trying to achieve, we believe in expanding the design that is purposeful, healing, and hopeful. And for us to be able to do that is that we need to commit to creating environments that promote these ideals. And while we're doing that, do our best to harness the design and construction processes as always opportunities to collaborate and to invest in these communities that we are part of. They're not disconnected from us. We before we architect, we're community members of these communities. And that's the whole dream, is how can we continue to push the boundaries of what more architecture and design and building and engineering and construction can do to contribute towards the positive change we want to see in the world.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that concludes it very well to get an understanding why you absolutely deserve this prize. We are very much looking forward to see new projects coming across the world. And I think what you just said is about action is so important, that it's not just about criticizing and being negative, but to show how you can, proactively contribute to social justice through architecture. And I think all your projects have got amazing awareness, and I know you have got many other awards. And I'm very happy that I picked the right office, that all the jury members agreed on receiving this prize. And I congratulate again, and thank you so much for the interview. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the award. We really appreciate the recognition. Once again, I speak on behalf of the whole team to express our sincere gratitude.
Thank you.